Hey, podcast listeners. The podcast episode you're about to listen to, we just wrapped it up. It's an awesome overview of some updates to Microsoft ecosystem. But after we finished recording, I got an email saying that we are continuing with another giveaway. It was so popular last time. We got a lot of submissions, so we know there's interest in more. The link to enter is aka.ms/megabyte giveaway. The contest will be open from 11/3 to 11/12. So you have till the 12th of November to enter. It's a quick little forms link that's only going to work through that date, through the 12th. So enter for your chance to win just a straight up Visa gift card. Yeah, one entry per person. Official rules are linked in the form itself. All right, be on the lookout for an email from ezus@expertzonesupport.com within 7 days following the end of the contest. And that's it. Enter to win. We really want to appreciate you for listening and show our gratitude. So thanks so much. Win a gift card. Now here comes the episode.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Microsoft Megabyte for yet another special video episode. I'm your insufferable host, Brian Gavados, and hey, today I'm joined by more insufferables. That's right, we got Tony Hannity's, Alex Humble, and Kyle Van Son, because, well, a lot has been happening lately in the land of Microsoft land. So let's spend just a few minutes, okay, and talk about what's new in the worlds of Windows, Microsoft 365, Surface, and Xbox. Okay, and real quick, if you can access this this episode on video, that would be awesome, because you'll be able to see a lot of the great features and updates we're going to be talking about. So head on over to YouTube and search for Microsoft Megabyte Podcast and watch this, the latest episode. Hello, frenemies.
Hi, Brian. Oh, you mean us, not the audience. Okay, got it. Hello.
We've been rehearsing this, and I want to just make sure we can pull it off now. We've been saying, I want you to say hi, everyone, in the 3-part harmony that we've been rehearsing all week. So I'm going to count you down. Remember, the beat is hi, everyone. Okay, so you all know your roles. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
It's actually, I wanted it to be laughably bad, but it was instead just pathetically desperate. You know what I mean? Like there was actually some real effort there, and we applaud that. But you know what? We're not here for our mediocrity. We're here for the excellence that is the latest updates from Microsoft. So we're all Microsoft master trainers. We have a lot to talk about, but we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this as brief as possible. We just want to give you a taste so that you get excited and want to go out and learn more yourselves. Okay, we're on this video episode, so let's get started and talk about Windows. Kyle, I know you have a special. This is a big week for Windows, a big deal. What do we got to know, and what are you going to show us?
We have a happy anniversary. Happy anniversary
thank you for finally someone
to you and yours.
Thank you.
From Windows 11. Because we've now passed with a 1-year mark of Windows 11, and with that has come the first big annual feature update, which we are calling 22H2. It's the second half of 2022.
Catchy.
22H2. It's rolls off the tongue, really imaginative. It's a pretty decent size update, and I'm going to show you some of the new things that are in there that are my favorite things that are really exciting. Are you ready? Should we take a look? Let's take a look.
Yep, we're seeing it now. So talk us through for those of us just listening as well. But yes, we're seeing the screen.
Yes, I am on my desktop, and the first thing I have open is the Tips app. Anytime you see an update come your way in Windows 11, find the Tips app, just search for the word Tips, and you can launch it very easily from your start menu. And right at the top, you'll see a button that says See What's New, and this will walk you through everything new in that version. It's kind of giving away some of my demos here, stuff like folders in Start, seeing your favorites in File Explorer, personalized emojis in that emoji picker. That's new and exciting. Clipchamp. Clipchamp is our brand new free video editor built into Windows 11 as long as you have this new update. Customizing the Start menu, lots of amazing stuff. Accessibility features like live captions anywhere on your device. I don't want to give away all of them. Yeah. So let's dive into what I'm actually excited about. And the first one is some changes to the Start menu. The Start menu, simplified, shows you everything you need, nothing you don't. And right there at the top of the Tips app, it showed you can now create folders, click or drag 2 pinned apps on top of one another. Very easy, just like you would on a smartphone. Edit the name. I'm making an Office folder. And it's going to have all my Office apps.
That's original.
My productivity. Thank you very much. What else? We got the Office app. I could drop that in there. I could put everything in there. Make as many folders as you want, or as few as you need.
That's
It's up
really
to you.
great, especially for people who are using devices like a Surface or another touch device they can convert into like a tablet body. This does behave more like that smartphone. So for touch, it's excellent.
Speaking of touch,
Okay,
let's
let's
dive
do
right
that.
into that next one. You saw me demonstrating it on the screen. There's some new touch gestures on your screen if you're using a touch device to launch certain areas. And what's really cool is they are fluid with touch. It doesn't play a preset animation. So when I swipe up to bring up that start menu, it's following my finger. You can't
you're
really
just
see
swiping on your
my hand.
PC
That's nice.
now. You're not clicking on the start button. You're using it like
I'm not tapping the start
a
button.
tablet, like a phone.
Yes. There was a great instance of me using this when I was traveling recently. I wanted to adjust the brightness, but I had just a tablet device. I had a Surface Pro, and I wanted to adjust the brightness while watching something full screen.
Yeah.
And I just had
Oh,
touch, didn't have
right.
the keyboard attached. How would I get to that quick settings menu without seeing the taskbar? Well, now in 22H2, this is me swiping up from the center to bring up the start menu. If you swipe up from the bottom right, not the corner, but the bottom right, where those quick setting buttons for your Wi-Fi, your battery,
Yep.
your power, and your volume live, swipe up there, and there's quick settings. And again, it follows your
Nice.
finger seamlessly, and you can swipe it back down or just tap anywhere to make it go away. But my
Kyle, you were
favorite...
sitting right next to me on the plane. Did you see what I did? You saw what I did when I tried to do that,
That
right?
was you. It was you who did it.
What happened?
No, he had the update. He had the update, and so I saw him do that.
The
And I thought, how cool! I didn't know you could do that. And so we were sitting next to each other on the plane, and so I do it with 2020, whatever H2.
The old
And
one.
I skipped to the end of my show and accidentally ruined the ending. And Kyle, I just see him laughing over there next to me in the plane. It was terrible.
Got to get on that.
It's a great update.
It's a great
times.
update.
Check
I love good stories of update envy.
Here's my favorite. We all love snap layouts. Let me take that one more time. We all love snap layouts.
I'm sorry. Did he just say
We
we
have
all
to do that
we all love slap layouts? No, that is not going on the editing floor. That's staying in the episode. Keep going.
Keep it.
Snap layouts.
Snap
Hover
layouts.
over the maximize button. It shows you where you can organize your windows. But if you're using just touch, this is hard to do. You can't hover your finger over a maximize button. You'd have to pull up the on-screen trackpad, or I don't know. I don't know how you would do it before this update. Now, anytime you, either with your mouse or with touch, drag a window around, you kind of see it. There's something peeking from the top of the screen. I move my window up there, and the snap bar
Look at it go.
appears.
Describe that
To
for
let me
people listening.
choose-
What is it? What is that you're seeing right
cool.
here?
So when you hover your mouse cursor over the maximize button, it gives you a preview of where you can organize those windows.
Yeah.
But it lives under that maximize button. This bar that comes down from the top of the screen lays all those out horizontally, and now I'm dragging my finger across to choose, okay,
Oh.
which layout do I want for File Explorer? I'm going to put it on the far left, and then just like normal, that smart Snap Assistant shows you everything else you have open,
Fills
and you
it
pick
in.
the next app.
Sweet.
That is
Yep.
huge
Yep.
for touch, because essentially it was a feature that was nearly impossible to use before this update.
Yeah, this is actual multitasking now. Just even if you don't have a keyboard and mouse attached, this is true split screen productivity.
The last thing I want to talk about.
How can there
you
be
see it?
more?
Can you see it? If you are watching on video, or the gentleman I'm on the call with, have you noticed it yet?
You got a
I'll
haircut.
give it away.
Oh, I do. I see it finally. It's finally there.
Oh,
my
yes.
gosh.
Oh boy.
We
Okay.
teased it.
All right,
Oh.
nerds. All right, nerds.
That's
Here it
big.
comes.
Yeah,
This is a big
I'm
one.
excited by
Let's
this.
walk us
We
through.
teased it for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you open File Explorer in the 22H2 update, and I should clarify, the device I'm using is on an insider build, but it is on the release channel. So this is not something far in the future, but if you just updated to 22H2, you might not see this just yet. And in fact, Windows is moving to the way we kind of update the Microsoft 365 apps. So if a new major feature is available, is supported by whatever version of Windows is currently out, 22H2 in this instance,
Yep.
that feature just comes out. And the first big one that's going to be released, and it's right around the corner for non-insiders, is tabs in File Explorer. Yes.
See?
Now, when you are working with
That's right.
multiple locations in File Explorer, you don't need multiple windows, just like a web browser. Just press the plus
Look at
and
that.
you'll launch a new tab.
Look
so
at
if I'm
it.
moving between Home
That's
and
so much better.
OneDrive,
That's
And
going to
my
be so much
downloads
easier. For someone who goes
so
through folders and
much
folders
easier.
simultaneously,
Yes.
I'm going to love
Yes.
this.
There's a lot new in File Explorer. This new home area replaces quick access, so it can have pinned apps, places you've been recently, and you can change if you go into options for File Explorer what you see first. What is your home?
Oh,
When you
sure.
open File Explorer, do you see your OneDrive location instead? You can choose what that opening screen is. But that's the
cool.
biggest
Okay.
one, is making
Wow, like a
The tabs
homepage,
available.
for your files.
For File Explorer, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
it's
we spend
exciting
so much
stuff.
time in File Explorer.
Yes.
Like, this is a big deal. Like, setting
Yeah.
up File Explorer correctly is a big deal. This is huge.
Yeah. This is exciting stuff. Again, explore the Tips app when the update rolls out for you. There's a lot. We just don't have time to show. We could spend 15 to 20 minutes on Clipchamp, that new video editor, alone.
Yeah,
But we
true.
won't. We have other things to talk about. So I yield my time.
Okay.
Back.
Hey,
I got
real quick, Kyle.
tabs. Yes.
How do I know? Like, I know the answer to this question, but how do they know what version you're on? Like, how do you find that? I know. I just want everyone to know that I know.
Alex, I'm going to teach you something because I can tell you don't know.
I don't
You
know.
want to open the settings
I'm
app.
compensating.
You might see the settings app as a pin in
I'm
your start
literally-
menu, or you can just
slow down.
type settings.
I'm literally going to do this along with you in real time. Okay, so
Yeah, here I go. I'm ready.
here I go. I'm opening settings in my Windows 11 PC.
Going to settings.
Now, you
How do
might
you
think the
spell
place
that?
to go is Windows Update, which has its own
That is where I
area in
went.
the settings app. Oh, I've got one. I've got another insider update waiting for me. These things happen all the time for us insiders. And you can join the Windows
Oh.
Insider program whenever you
That's
want,
special.
folks out there in Radio Land. But the one you want to look for is About. Just type the word About into that search bar. About your PC. About
Okay.
your PC. And you'll get that information of which version. There
Okay.
it is. Windows 11 Home, version 22H2.
So mine says,
Right
I think
there.
I can just do this right here. So mine says, for example, as a difference, mine says Windows 11 Pro 21H2. Okay.
Same. I was disappointed.
21H2. I think that's the launch version. So click that check for updates button and go get it today.
All right, here we go.
It's okay, Kyle.
Excited
I'm
about-
right there
not
with
right
you.
now. We have to do the rest of the.
All right,
You have
update.
to do
Yeah,
the rest.
restart
I
right
gotta
now.
start
Here we
right
go.
now.
No, wait, hold on.
All right, awesome. Good
Is
stuff.
Alex actually still there?
It's been a big, busy couple weeks for Windows and for Windows Insider. So I do want to just circle back real quick on the opening thing that Kyle said, which is the Tips app. So when you launch the Tips app, you can actually see in the upper right where it will say what's new. So if you ever just want to know what have been the latest changes to your PC, if you haven't checked in a while and you just want to know what can Windows do now that it used to not be able to do, open the Tips app and just see what's new. Seriously, it's a really good way. We're professionals and we're trainers, but sometimes we use the Tips app just to make sure we're not missing something. I want to show you something new in the land of Microsoft 365. This is really short, but it's an important change. It's all about online safety and security. There's been a big addition to what you get with Microsoft 365. So I'm talking about the subscription that you get, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, that terabyte of OneDrive storage, all those features.
Outlook.
But now, in Outlook, Publisher, Access, even.
What could possibly be new?
What else could they do?
What could they
How do you add to that?
It's such a tremendous value. It really is. Like, such a great value out of the gate. Well, now there's something called Microsoft Defender. Now, Microsoft Defender, here I hit my button. Okay, there we go. Microsoft Defender is something you can find in the Microsoft Store. So if I just search for Store and I pull it up here, I will show you. Now, I have a lot of things open right now, so hopefully my connection will remain stable. But I just want to briefly show you how you actually get this app. So if you're already a Microsoft 365 subscriber, just search the store for Microsoft Defender. And it will pop right up. It should be the very top option here as it loads. This is the app that will tie together with your Microsoft account and identify that, yes, you have a Microsoft 365 account. And here's what it will look like when you launch it. So you get the Microsoft Defender app, and when you pull it up, this is my dashboard. I'll make it full screen. This is Microsoft Defender. This is a one-stop dashboard to see, are my devices secure? Is my identity secure? Are people in my family safe and secure online? This is now a part of Microsoft 365. So right now, I've already managed all my alerts and I've addressed them all. But But I could go and see what that history was. If I go to my alerts and history, I'm actually able to scroll through a history of any security alerts about my account, and I can see details on all of them, like a dark web breach data breach resolution that I went through. I can see the details.
Brian,
of
there are
those.
hundreds.
Listen,
What have you been doing?
here's the
What's
thing.
going
I
on
don't want
with
you to
you,
think.
man?
I don't want you to think. Look. I'm not crazy, okay? I don't
Brian,
use the
blink
internet
twice if
in
you
a
need help.
strange way, all right? Everybody, well, I should say millions and millions of people have been genuinely victims of cybersecurity threats and identity theft and all those kinds of issues. And this is therefore something that really affects everyone. So I want everyone to try, if you're a Microsoft 365 subscriber already, try Defender. Get that app because it is a one-stop shop to see if your devices are safe, if your identity has been stolen, and to make sure that your family members are staying safe online. So explore the Defender app. It's free. And you're already a subscriber, so you may as well get that extra value right out of the gate. Are you guys impressed? Do you guys like what I'm bringing to the
Yeah,
table?
I mean, those are paid.
Yeah.
I had a paid subscription to check for breach data. It was like $3 a month.
Yeah.
But like that's something I paid for that now I don't have to.
Yeah.
Like that's included in this. It's pretty incredible.
The identity protection is actually powered by Experian. So this is a real agency, a real brand that we all know that is helping to make sure that your online safety is being taken care of. So Microsoft Defender, different from Windows Defender and Windows Security. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
If
this
you
is not just, I'm not talking about just antivirus here, which is what you might think of when you see Microsoft Defender and that shield icon. I'm talking about something separate from antivirus and all that stuff. But Defender is online security, device safety, and makes sure that antivirus is running on your devices and the VPN connection as well. So this is just all part of that Microsoft Defender story. So get on it. It's great. Stay safe out there. It's a desert out there. Be water smart. Now,
No.
I lived in Las Vegas for too long. That jingle is stuck in my head.
It's forever.
Okay, Alex, you what? There's been no news in your neck of the woods lately, has there?
You
No,
can
I
leave
thought I was
now.
just on here to like hang out with you guys.
Big news in Surface
Stuff
Out.
to talk about.
Yeah. So we've actually just, depends on when you listen to this, but in October announced and we'll release a bunch of updates to a bunch of our flagship products. So Surface Pro 8 is getting an update with Surface Pro 9. We're going to laptop 5. We've got a Surface Studio 2 Plus,
What?
the return of Surface Studio. Yeah, it's been 4 years.
2 Plus.
So that's pretty incredible. And then a couple of new accessories as well. Let me go ahead and see if I can I do this? Can I share my screen?
worked.
Did it change?
Hey, it
Oh,
worked.
okay, good.
I see it.
Okay, so let me show you real quick, just like kind of an overview of some of this. So the first thing that people notice, 2 new colors. We got Sapphire and Forest Green. Those are new for Surface, and they look great. People absolutely love these when they see them in person. I really want the the Sapphire Blue. Pretty nice. And then you also notice Intel Evo. So these are, of course, based on Intel Evo. So that means they get Thunderbolt 4, 12th gen processors. Yeah. They're really fast. But there is a trick up its sleeve. Surface Pro 9 has 2 variants now. So you can get Pro 9 as we got on the left. It's got the Intel Evo setup. So great if you need, the most powerful Surface that Microsoft has ever made. But if you need something that is more portable, if you want to connect to, 5G, we now have a Surface Pro 9 with 5G. For those who have been paying attention, in the past, we had a Pro X lineup that has now been combined with Surface Pro 9. So we got 2 variants to cover 2 different, needs.
Okay.
One for power, one for ultimate mobility. So really nice to see.
So I'm sorry to simplify it so much, but I want to make sure everyone understands. So the 5G model, meaning you get a data plan through your cell phone provider or from a different provider. You can have full internet access wherever there's 5G coverage on your full your full Windows 11 computer, tablet, laptop device. You're having full internet wherever you are. You're not relying on hotspots.
Yeah, and the benefit here is, so in previous version, Pro X, we had 4G, so we've upped that to 5G. It works with of the 2 different standards of 5G. So if you're traveling worldwide, it makes it really easy to connect to all kinds of
sure.
different cellular bands.
Cool.
Super, super useful.
Fantastic.
So that's Pro 9. Biggest thing, the two colors, or the two new colors, and then this differentiation. Yeah, to Brian's point, yeah, it does make it really easy to connect up with the data plan. Next up, we have Surface Laptop 5.
Can you answer me one question?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to know when my
I didn't think that would stop you.
when my forest green Surface Pro 9 will arrive.
Yep.
When is that?
Yep. I would also.
When am I getting
as soon as I am done with it. So I would say when the next one comes out, you guys, I'll give it to you.
It is
it's
so gorgeous.
Surfaces
Okay,
go down.
I'm serious, everyone. This is such a good looking color for a device. You've never seen anything like it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
It's very nice. I'm partial to blue, as everything in my office
You can keep the blue, give me
indicate.
the green.
Yeah, I think I only get to pick one, so it's going to be that blue. But so we have two colors for Pro 9, two new colors. We also have a new color for Laptop 5. And this is, I'm showing right now on the screen as I change over. This is Laptop 5. Let me make this nice and big so we can see what this looks like.
They bounced it on a cairn.
They did. I don't know how they did this.
How they do that?
I don't think it's Cairn. I think that's like a death thing. Anyway,
No.
Surface Laptop 5. I'm pretty sure it is. Look it up while I'm doing this. Prove me wrong. Surface Laptop 5, new color, Sage. If you have seen the Surface Laptop Go 2 in Sage, it is the same hue, but really, really nice looking. It still comes in the two different screen sizes. Big thing here is now 12th gen Intel, and it's an only Intel lineup. So you get the latest Intel, all built on the Evo platform. Still a variety of colors, variety of materials. Nice added here is the Thunderbolt 4 port. And one question we always get is, yeah, I know you can fast charge with the the included charger, but can you charge with USB Type-C? And the answer is yes, you can. On all of these devices, that have a battery, you can. So you got a variety of different ways to charge and to plug it in, as well as just all the different color options and new power. So pretty exciting to see from Surface Laptop 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then finally, you guys got to play with it a lot at.
We did get to play with it a lot. Wait, a cairn is a mound of rough stones built as a landmark or memorial.
I told you it's a death thing. I said it was a death thing.
It's a stacking of stones.
Both right.
Look, I've read the appendices of
we
Lord of the
don't.
Rings.
No one listening.
I know about cairns.
We just don't.
I know
we
about,
don't Cairn. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, that's fair.
Wow.
That's fair.
Wow.
That's fair. I was going to try and get another rip in on some of those properties, but okay. So that is Laptop 5. Now, Kyle, I know you actually got to play with the Studio 2 Plus much more than I did. I mean, what did you like about it when just using it?
The Surface Studio as a form factor is a beautiful
Work of art.
special piece.
100%.
Yeah, I was going to say piece of technology. It's a work of art itself. It is a melding of technology and art, and it lets you create some beautiful art.
Oh yeah, it's the Cairn of the PC industry in many ways.
Wow.
What a way to describe it. Yeah, let's but I guess it does.
Landmark.
It is
It
a landmark.
It is.
He's right. This is not the death one. This is the landmark one. Because when you see this thing, just like we had it in a booth that we recently did for work, like we're doing here for work. But people would come. Oh, we'd have all these things set out, tons of products. Where did they go? Right here, because it is so impressive.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, it is excellent to use, but it also has a spec update. So 11th generation processors, 3060, 32 gigs of RAM. So it just makes this gorgeous 28-inch Pixel Sense, screen. It just makes it so much faster.
Yes.
So. Okay, that's it for like the big products. We also released two other things. Audio dock, so you can plug this one in.
I think a lot of people might be interested in this. This is going to be the little sleeper cell device here that we're like, what is this even about? But people want to know about this because if you're working from home and you're in a lot of conference calls, a lot of Microsoft Teams meetings and stuff, this Microsoft Audio dock could possibly change how you work at home because this is more than just a speaker, right?
Most definitely.
It is. And I think you're also going to see it show up slowly over time in conference rooms, at the office, because it just makes connecting to a variety of different devices so easy. I don't have the image here. Do I have it hidden in here? Actually, I think I do. I'm going to change decks on the fly. Brian, I'm sure you can edit this out or don't.
No.
But we have
editing capabilities.
You'll find it.
That's fine.
You'll find it.
It's around here
won't find
somewhere. Okay, here. Let me show you a cool trick. If you do Control F,
Yes.
Control F.
Are you pretending to do a PowerPoint demo while you
He's
really
doing
just
an
can't find what you're looking for?
M365 demo.
Oh, it didn't even work on Control F doc. Okay, I guess I don't have a picture of the back of it. I do. Here it is. That's really
There
strange.
it is.
So anyway, as I so quickly found in
Yeah,
Brian's edits show, we have power in that goes out to 100 watt USB-C. So it charges almost any device, but then you can also connect to USB Type-C, DisplayPort, HDMI, whatever. The benefit here is you can plug this into any device. You have 8 different microphones, a really loud speaker, and easy access to Teams and the mute button. So plug any device in and quickly connect up to a call.
Yeah.
It is really, really nice for office work or, like Brian said, the home.
This is not just a speaker and not just a dock. This
right.
has your microphone array as well.
I mean, I'm thinking about my setup here. I'm using a
That's
dock
incredible.
right now to connect to different screens and cameras and stuff. Like, I could literally be using this and not have my headphones on.
Headphones
Yeah.
on,
I
yeah.
could
What's
be
this?
using that. That's really amazing.
Get this out of my face.
Please.
Yeah, it is, especially for ease of use and just, walking in, connecting up, super simple. And then if you are presenting, as we do so often, and I know so many people do on Teams,
so bad.
this is really unique. And I know Brian and I were playing with this, and we thought, well, where's the laser? Because this is obviously a laser, but there's no emitter on the front of it. It took us a second to figure out, well, obviously this is for presenting on Teams. There's a dedicated mute button, which you wouldn't need if you were presenting in person. I mean, I wish, but you can't. You can't do that to people in person. And then, but the laser works with a gyroscope, some sort of wizardry, and you just point it at the screen, and it highlights it for everyone on the call. But it also does other things. You can see when you're muted, it actually light up red.
Nice.
And if someone raises their hand and they have a question, it will actually slightly vibrate, and you can tell the
if
interaction.
they click the raise hand button, and not if they're just at home raising their
18.
hand. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
they
make
raise
you-
their hand.
okay,
Hello,
okay, I got
I have
it,
questions.
No.
No, Brian.
No,
you
Brian.
You
No,
misapprehend
Brian.
me. It knows.
Yeah. So it's just a nice thing because it's so easy, especially in big groups, to miss if someone's raised their hand, or if you've got a bunch of things going on like we do here. Makes it really nice to just get your team's presentation done and make sure that you've gotten all those questions answered.
Nice. Okay, big updates from the world of Surface. New convertible devices like the Pro 9, new laptop devices like the Surface Laptop, and the new desktop all-in-one, the Surface Studio 2 Plus, which is just, again, if you're needing a new desktop machine and you're a creative person, or you just want the most incredible display you've ever seen your PDFs on ever, or you work in Photoshop or Illustrator or Premiere, Surface Studio 2 Plus is just, it's worth checking out. All right.
Showstopper.
That's it. We're just all about work, and productivity.
No fun.
So thanks so much for listening.
No,
and
hold on.
Oh,
I have
hold
questions.
on. My buzzer
I have
is buzzing in
things.
my hand. Someone has raised their hand somewhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, this worked.
Tony Hannity's the
I
man in the seductively purple setting that he's in. Look at that. Look at your backdrop.
I have
fun.
things to share.
So what's in
with
the line
all
of
of you
gaming,
wonderful people.
Tony? Gaming and Xbox. So of course we couldn't end. I wanted to put you at the end because they're going to be listening to hear from
Yeah,
you
you
anyway.
saved the best
So,
for last.
yeah,
I
you
know
gotta
this.
do it. All right,
yeah,
let's hear it.
yeah. At least I got chosen. So in the past month, we have announced not one, not two, but 3 new official Xbox controllers. The first of which is the Elite Series 2 Core controller. Now, this one, what makes this one different compared to the original Elite, this one comes in this beautiful white, as you can see here, this robot white. And it doesn't come with any paddles. It doesn't come with the battery or the casing, or also known as the component kit, which means this is a cheaper option.
Okay, this is a
So
less
if you're
expensive
looking
option
to
for
get
people.
into
Great.
the elite of controllers and you want to have this much more robust feeling of a controller and have the possibility of switching out your knobs or having the hair triggers or even having the ability to switch out the color. I don't know if you can see this, but switch out the color of your Nexus on the actual guide button.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called
It's
this
called
whole
the
time.
Nexus. You can
said
do
anything to
that
it.
with the Elite Series 2 controller and the Elite Series 2 Core controller. So this was released, and it's now available. After that, I believe it was the end of September, we announced the Mineral Camo controller. So many individuals in our armed forces, and we want to pay homage to them, or to those individuals that just, like the camo look, if you will. So we've got the mineral camo look.
Nice.
I don't know if maybe you're in a field of minerals, if you would ever use this and hide
Blend right
amongst
in.
the minerals.
What is he talking
Right,
about?
Brian?
Like a quarry.
Hiding amongst the minerals.
All the minerals,
quarry or
all
a
the
mine.
quartz and quarry minerals.
Okay.
But anyways, no, this is like in terms of like look and feel, this is pretty much very similar to the other controllers, but just from a color scheme and colorway, this is very, very cool looking. It pops very nicely. But I gotta say, between all three of them, the one controller that is probably going to turn a lot of heads is this Lunar Shift controller. Now we've had another Shift controller before, but this one is lunar. Yeah. So it has kind of a moon sheen to it. If you
You're
look
not
very
wrong.
closely, you can see you can actually see specks of sparkly specks on there.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I recommend if you're watching this video, awesome. If you're not watching this video, go watch this video. But also on our YouTube channel, I have a much better up close and personal image of this controller, so you can actually see the sparkles on here. The grips on the back are rubberized, which is really nice as well too. They all come with the Elite Series 2 is rechargeable batteries. These two come with your AA batteries, but we always recommend getting the Play and Charge kit. But it doesn't end there, because as much as our first-party accessories are top-notch and amazing, we have some amazing third-party partners, and one of which, by the name of Logitech, has taken one of our services, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and has made this. This is the Logitech G Cloud. This is the first handheld that is officially licensed and branded, designed for Xbox,
Well.
where you can actually
How'd you
do
get that?
How'd you get
Xbox
that?
Cloud Gaming on the go.
How'd you get that?
So,
Is that yours,
How'd
or
you
did
get
somebody
that?
give that to you?
so anyways,
What?
if you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, that includes cloud gaming. And so this basically extends your hundreds of
Yeah.
console quality games on your console to be able to be streamed over Wi-Fi anywhere you are.
And how did you get that?
How'd you get it?
How do I get that?
So this is
That is
going to be
cool.
available
That is
by the
cool.
time
I want
that
I want
this
it.
video goes out. You can pre-order this. This is courtesy of Logitech.
Wow.
So thank you very much, Logitech, for
Awesome.
sending this to our studios
This
here,
isn't even out
so
yet?
we could check this out.
How did he
but
get that?
How did he get
I've,
that?
I've been playing this over the past 2 weeks.
2 weeks. What are you on the development team?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just pretty.
Oh.
And like it
this
plays
is
beautifully. I mean,
prettiness.
what's really nice is that they took into account Xbox gamers. So the layout of the all your controls are very much the same.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit of muscle memory, especially when you're going between the right analog stick to the ABXY buttons. But once you get over that hurdle, you'll be right back at home.
Amazing.
So without that being said, that's all hardware, and hardware is great, but not everybody needs new hardware. They don't need anything, new flashy stuff in their household. But one thing that's
I don't know
built
who's so
into
fortunate, but sure.
to the the one thing that's built in to the Xbox Series X and S is now the ability for you to accept and join Discord calls. Discord, for those of you who don't know, is a completely separate community-based chat group, community organization program that Xbox has partnered with for many, many years. But up until now, it's really only been, hey, I'm in Discord and I can tell you what I'm playing on my Xbox while I'm in Discord. And that was really about it. But now you can be in a Discord call and take that on your Xbox. And
Wow.
so
Incredible.
we will have a tutorial video. So stay tuned to the Expert Zone North America YouTube channel
Okay.
to find
Nice
more about
plug.
that. Or you can check out our TikTok. We touch on that as well too.
Unless, of course, you're currently
But-
watching this on TikTok, in which case, thank you so much for finding us.
Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and do all the things. But this is really hot news because I run a Discord server, and not everybody has the ability to have Xbox on while they're playing playing Xbox and have Discord on their Xbox. There just wasn't really a really good solution up until now.
That's
so
awesome.
we'll
That's
have the
hugely
tutorial on
important.
how to do it. So it's coming
cool.
to you.
Awesome. So if you're wondering what Discord is, it is that place your 17-year-old nephew disappears to for a few hours while he's playing video games. He's in
Only
Discord.
a few hours?
And from my perspective, I use Discord to watch Rivers Cuomo do some live streams where he studies the Beethoven sonatas on piano, and he does a Discord, and only like 50 people will be
20
watching
people
him.
watch.
Yeah.
If you want to watch Rivers Cuomo,
From
the
Weezer.
singer of Weezer, go do that.
Just late at night. He's like, I'm working my way through this
deep
sonata.
cut.
You guys want to watch? Sure, if you want to. Here I go.
Yeah, join my Discord.
Yeah. Okay. Great updates from Windows, from Microsoft 365, from Surface, and from Xbox and gaming. I mean, did the Microsoft Megabyte not totally deliver today? Huh? Ask yourself that
It's
question.
pretty mega.
It was pretty
if you
mega.
ask me.
You took a bite
For
out
you.
of everything. All right, this has been Kyle. This has been Alex. This has been Tony. This has been myself, Brian. We thank you so much for listening. We really love doing these episodes. We'll do these on a more regular basis when big events and big changes happen to our different sort of categories that we talk about. But yeah, the holidays are right around the corner. Get your shopping list ready and keep listening and keep watching and keep subscribing for our tips throughout the holiday season on gift giving, on shopping for people with different backgrounds and different tech needs, and for making sure you get what you need too for the coming year. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
This has been the Microsoft Megabyte Podcast, a training tool for Microsoft field team members and sales professionals across the country, produced by Microsoft employees.